Welcome to this first edition of Spend Matters Pulse, a periodic series dedicated to featuring readers' views. On Monday, we asked our readers a number of questions about Oracle procurement applications. I also had the chance at Oracle Open World this week to ask similar questions to a number of different attendees, including some I formally interviewed and others I did not. I also spent hours demoing new Oracle applications, including Fusion. I'll be featuring a number of thoughts on these in the coming weeks on Spend Matters, but I thought I would share a few of the highlights before digging into the poll results from current Oracle users. Let me first give you a few quick observations from Open World. Number one, it's clear that Oracle E-Business Suite innovation continues despite a significant emphasis on getting Fusion out of the door. Supplier lifecycle management, supplier hub, and spend classification products are all being positioned aggressively, and at least in certain cases, there appears to be early adopter traction. I would also argue that contract management, especially government-focused contract management, should be a very interesting growth driver to watch for Oracle in the procurement area in the coming quarters. I would also say that on-demand is alive and well at Oracle, but their overall deployment models and options are not yet as diverse as to what SAP is offering in the market through their partners and direct offerings, nor what Oracle rival Ariba is offering in the market today. In addition, I would argue that companies are increasingly separating out back-end decisions, really transaction-focused decisions in the I-Procurement, SRM, and related P2P areas, from front-end decisions such as sourcing, supplier management, and spend analytics. This separating out of back-end and front-end seems to be a theme, and it's one Oracle is nurturing through how it's offering its solutions today. I would also tell you that Fusion appears to offer a very strong vision and platform in the procurement area. I spent hours looking at it and demoing it when I was at Open World, and my quick take is that while version 1 features might not be up to snuff for a lot of companies, including eBusiness Suite current users, that the platform holds significant promise. If you're interested in more on Fusion, please check back to Spend Matters soon, as I'll be featuring detailed reviews in the coming weeks. Now let's dive in to the poll results that we posed on Monday morning. The number one question we asked is that if you're a current Oracle, PeopleSoft, or JD Edwards user, what do you plan to do in 2011? The overwhelming response we got is spend more with Oracle. I think this is going to make Larry Ellison quite happy and might afford him a new racing yacht. Yet clearly there is interest in increased spending on Oracle procurement applications. There's also to a lesser degree, an interest in an increased spending with third-party vendors as well as part of that investment. But where are current and future Oracle customers going to migrate from in the case of replacing existing investments? It would seem that our poll data overwhelmingly, and also what I learned on-site at Open World, is that current Ariba customers who have Oracle backend environments are exploring their Oracle options. Now, this is not to say there's going to be a mass exodus from Ariba customers who have Oracle today, but certainly relative to other solutions in the market, Ariba appears the one who might lose customers to Oracle in certain areas. We also asked how likely Oracle customers were to consider on-demand versions of Oracle's procurement applications. Now, this surprised us a bit. The findings suggest that a lot of Oracle customers are still continuing to head down a traditional installed software path, and many are unlikely to consider Oracle's on-demand applications or uncertain about the prospects. It will be interesting to look at similar poll results in the future as Oracle begins to evangelize their on-demand offerings more. Thank you for tuning in to this first edition of Spend Matters Pulse. We look forward to sharing additional survey results in the coming weeks in other areas. If you have any suggestions for polls you'd like to see us cover and analyze, please drop us a line. Thanks again for tuning in.